Voila, tada.
We back.
We are back.
Holidays.
Happy New Year,
Happy New Year to you too.
my dog.
So I don't start the New Year till February anyway.
Oh, no, that's right.
But
Back.
for
Doctor the
sure.
Professor.
Doctor and the Professor. First episode.
Professor.
Professor. Yeah.
Yes, sir. First episode of the year,
2025. So
2025. We here. We're a quarter in.
that's cool. Um, your your holidays. How was
Yeah.
your holidays?
Um, it was very relaxing. Very relaxing. Um, Spending it with the family, man. Just being up under the people who matter the most to me. And I think the last time we was together like this, we did the Little Red Dress joint, and we
For
had a
sure.
really good time there. And got through, Jesus' birthday. Got through Jesus' birthday and got through the January, and now we here at our most celebrated month for ourselves.
Sure. And for me, like I said, New Year don't start for me till February. I like to just take January and just slow down a little bit because holidays. A lot of times people speed up, like
Yeah.
especially after Thanksgiving.
And then
you
they
doing this,
crash
you
and
doing that.
burn.
Yeah, so I just like to take January, really kind of slow down, uh, refocus, lock in,
Yep,
different things like that.
as you should, brother.
And we always get those New Year's resolutions.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
speaking of that,
yeah.
I'm not.
I'm getting this. What's the name on?
Oh, you good?
I'm getting this. Getting promoting on Snapchat right now. But yeah,
Oh
keep
no,
going.
you good. So like that the New Year's resolution. I ain't too I'm not too big on New Year's resolutions. I
Yep.
get it. I understand it. But I try to look at life like based on what I've accomplished the year prior,
Mm-hmm.
looking at what worked,
Yep.
what didn't work, and just fine tuning the things that work, right?
Right.
And then opening up myself to do some different things to
Yeah.
replace the things that didn't work.
So rather than jumping straight into something new, if it's something that had on your agenda for last year and you completely, you know, um, completely disregard or completely move from it and you never finished it, I think that's big because one of the best pieces of criticism that I ever got about myself was from one of my best friends, and he told me, he was like, "Doc, you got some amazing ideas and stuff, man, but you gotta finish. You gotta finish." And he
Yeah.
was like, because it don't mean nothing to yourself, to nobody, but more importantly to yourself if you don't complete it. This was your idea. This is what you wanted to do. And then you expect people to support you on that too. Then, you kind of take credibility from yourself. And I know that was part of the, one of the pieces that you talk about, you
Yeah.
kind of demotivate yourself, or you self, you kind of be a, what's the word? Abomination to yourself.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, and like I know the people can't see it, but like right up above where I'm sitting,
Mhm.
I was doing some moving around and stuff, and I found a vision board that I did like 20 maybe 2017, 2018,
Mhm.
somewhere around there. And I was just looking at it, I'm like, okay, half of the stuff on here I've completed,
Mm-hmm.
but it's another half that I haven't. So, I put it up so I can really look at, and remind myself like, okay, let's finish and complete,
Right.
these things. Cause I think a lot of times we get to these New Year's resolutions and we don't take the time to see what worked for us.
Right.
And a lot of times we just throw those things out.
And
Because
jump
if
straight in.
yeah, because if my year didn't end with me here, scrap the whole plan.
Right.
You know. So I think we gotta be different on that end, that angle.
Yep. And I agree.
Now, did you make any resolutions for yourself?
No, so a lot has changed for me over, the course of whatever it may be, the course of the last 3 months or so. A lot has changed for me. One of my biggest things that I'm proud of is me getting full custody of my son. like full custody through juvenile court. And you know, one thing that I know that I need to do is one thing I know that I need to do is one thing that I did was is I'm going to adjust my life around him to give him what he's lacked, right?
Gotcha.
Main thing being presence. So what I've done was I've adjusted some things on my end to make sure that, you know, every day I'm picking up, I'm taking to school, I'm picking up from school, going to the gym, you know, I'm coaching these teams, I'm really spending the time and putting the effort in him because of the potential I see in him too, right? I know all he need is that. All he need is my presence, and so he gonna be good. So as far as a resolution, it's more so just being present there for my son because, you know, my daughter's is on lock. Everything's good there, but my son was kind of my biggest thing. So, you know, that's why I took a break from social media and deactivated, you know, so I can really focus on that. So there's no distractions. So as far as resolutions, no resolutions, but just more so just turning up my grind, being more of an entrepreneur this year. You know what I mean? Really creating that time for myself to do that too. That's one of those adjustments I've made, you know, the past, you know, few months is made a decision to, you know, part ways with corporate America and, you know, really start educating myself on, you know, small business and, you know, where the funding is and in ways to innovate, you know, my business and promote my business, plotting on investing, upgrading equipment, you know, example, my detailing business. Right. And then also making sure that keeping up my my public appearance, like, you know, so then my value for hosting and performing music and all of that continues to stay steady and even improve. Right. So that's big for me too.
So basically a lot of self readjustment and retooling. Right. Just to, you know, to be more sharper and better.
Yep. To be sharper and better. And like you said, it's not necessarily us trying to do something new, but just be better at what we've already been trying to do. So yeah.
You know, and I definitely get that because like similar with me, I ain't got no resolutions. I don't.
Right.
To me, it's just to look at what I did in 2024 and what I did good, what I did great, things I need to work on, things I was terrible
Opportunities.
at. Yeah. Opportunities and just like, you know, really retool and make those things better.
Yeah.
So for me, it was, so I finished with my first part of school in 2024, self-contained classroom teacher now. So like all these things are really happening, you know, and how I wanted.
Yeah.
Urban Intellectuals grew a lot more.
Yep.
Platform is even bigger.
Yep.
So now it's time to again retool and refine the things that work and continue to check different things off the list, not make a whole new list again.
Right.
And that's where I think people get lost. And a lot of times at the beginning it's a lot of motivation, but if it's not happening fast enough, people start to get discouraged.
Yep. And demotivated.
Yeah. So
and then they eventually fall off from what they was focused on.
True. And then I think I shouldn't say I think it, but I do really wonder like how many people make New Year's resolutions because other people around them are making those resolutions.
Peer pressure. It's mug. It is a mug.
And then if the resolution that you make is not aligning with you, or you see other people accomplishing what they set out to do,
and you not,
does that hinder people from trying to move forward? You know, is it a stumbling block?
Yeah, definitely. And what it is I think people often do that because they allow, you know, the world and distractions to come through and stop that rather than just really zeroing in and seeing red and tunnel vision, like really, and having the courage to do so. You know, I say for, you know, me, a testimony for me is you know, I can't step away because once I step away, I've never fully. I've always had one foot. If I wasn't all the way in, I had 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I never stepped all the way out because fear of, oh, that door won't open back up. You know what I mean? Or, you know, that opportunity won't be there anymore, or I'm going to lose credibility, or I didn't lose time. But, you know, it's something that that really stuck out to me a lot last year is people talking about, man, disappear for 3 months, disappear for 6 months and come back 10 times stronger that you was. And not to the world, but just to all your responsibilities, right? Your family, you know, your job or whatever, you know. So that stood out big to me. So, you know, that's one of the biggest things as far as going in, stepping away so you can stay focused on what you're trying to do.
And I think if it's okay to step away,
Yeah.
I think people got to step away the right way.
Okay.
If you step away the right way, you can always
Mhm.
come back. You know what I'm saying? My granny used to say, you know, leave my house right.
Okay.
You know, so that was like a thing of respect. You know,
Yeah.
what I'm saying? When you leave, you know, be cordial, be proper. Same way when you entering into somebody's house. You know what I'm saying? You speak.
You speak,
You know, you
eye
respectful,
contact, you shake hand, take your shoes off. Yep. You leave that way, you know.
So if you leave that way, you typically you're always welcome back.
Yep. And that's what I said. As far as, you know, like the whole corporate America thing, you know, I said that I wanted to make sure I still had strong relationships before I left. So I'm not gonna leave poop on the floor as I walk out. No, I'm gonna leave on a good note. Like, you know, this guy, you know, up until his last point, up until his last tick, he still was, you know, making things happen. And that's what I made sure I did.
Yeah, and you know you got to be like that, so that because you never know about what they say, you burn a bridge. You know what I'm saying? You can't go back across it, because just because you may not run across that person in corporate America, you may run across them in another sector where they may be the one pulling the strings for you to get what you need.
Yep.
So you gotta, you know, that's one thing that I've learned to navigate, and I'm getting even better at navigating that. you
Right.
know? So, like, just case in point, since like while we're here, really, like looking at urban intellectuals, right?
Mhm.
So it's been a lot of calls and questions about like us coming out of the building,
The location.
the location, right?
Yeah.
We still urban intellectuals, we still doing what we're doing, but the thing was about, you know, time and dedication. You know, like with us, with our careers taking off how they're
Yep.
going, like, are we really in a place where we have a lot of time
To entertain this.
to entertain and dedicate time to developing something from a post and mortar
Right.
location, a place that can't be moved? Instead, why not share that and begin to collaborate more with other people? Because that's really what we are about, is
Right.
collaborating and bringing something new to the Black culture,
Right.
the dynamic, you know, putting social networking on a different platform, to where we can introduce just various sides of being Black,
Right.
and being uh honestly, truthfully, 100%, you know, being who you are, because we don't have too many spaces where we can be unapologetically Black. So
Right.
we've transitioned to being virtual, right?
Right.
So the website is up, you know, still a couple little tweaks.
Yep.
That's
Look good. Urbanintellectuals815.com.
Yes. So what we want to do going into this year is really collaborate more with other entrepreneurs.
Mhm.
And a lot of times there's been so many people over the last couple of years that say, hey, you know, I got this great idea. I would love to do things, but I really don't know how to do it.
Right.
You know, so like, this is our platform to help. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, if people got ideas, hey, if you got a dope idea, like, we are willing to, you know, help you to bring that to light, you know what I'm saying, share our resources so that we can just keep
That's
creating
huge.
one real big network. You know, a lot of people that promote or may host things, they're not trying really too much to bring other people
Collaborate.
in, because I think, like, you know, that's their source, right?
Mhm.
That's their source of living. That's
Yeah.
their source of income. And for us, that is not our source. That's something that we do extra for the love of the people. So why not share it, right?
Right.
So if we build this real big network, you know what I'm saying, we really become unstoppable.
Yep.
And everybody eats,
Mhm.
and everybody builds from it.
Yep.
So that's what the focus is. And even if they look at the website, there's a page that we're on the website that we're developing to where you can post your business.
Okay.
Right, you put your logo on there,
Yep.
and we're gonna put the link button to it. So as
Nice.
people are coming through our traffic, they could be looking for something that you have or something that you're doing. And now when they click on your link, it's gonna take them right to your page. So just that cross collaboration on all areas.
Being a hub, right? Like
Right.
being an
A
actual
virtual hub,
a
yeah.
virtual hub where you can get access. Like, I'm gonna make sure my doc's detailing on there. You know what I mean? Just
You already know it's
for
going.
real. Cause yeah, I need y'all to book with your boy. Cause like I said, I'm betting on myself. So yeah, that's huge, man. Just being like really putting that together, and it take a lot, man, to really build these relationships, bring these businesses all together to really be in one place. So, I think it's very rare that we have a hub for us, and that's big.
Again,
and that's the Urban Intellectuals way, though.
Hey, but again, go to I'm gonna put it in the chat too, but for them people just go to urbanintellectuals815.com
right now.
Like link in, log up, send us your business logo, what you do, and we could talk about having you guys post your business. And here's the thing, it's a stupid low rate, right? So we already got the website running. So for $30, you know what I'm saying, your business is up there for 6 months.
Mhm.
You pay $50, you up there for the year. So now you're going to get cross-reference connections for the whole year going to your business.
Yep.
So why not?
It make all the sense in the world. Yeah, make all the sense in the world.
Again, people, if you got an event going, if you're a promoter and you got an event, we got an events page. We'll share your events on the page as well. So you got to do that.
And I mean, it ain't you. Obviously, you didn't pay for it, but by that time, shoot, it's just like you giving your money to Facebook.
That's it.
It's like giving your money to Snapchat or giving your money to TikTok, whatever the case may be. So yeah, it makes sense. It make good sense. It make good sense.
Good sense, huh? Oh man, speaking of that, like Picos and Denim back up. So we ain't do it last year because we was really trying to figure out how to revamp it. We had been doing it in February because we was trying to stay close with the Black History thing. But our people, like, even at the end of the February, warm up a little bit, but it's still a little too cold for our people. So we pushed it back a month just because at that time the weather is, typically between that 45, 55. And that's cold enough, but it's warm enough for us to.
And don't let that sun be out. If that sun come out, then it's gonna be all right.
You might smell some barbecue.
You hear me? Wood and the barrel's already gonna be there.
There you go.
Do the people know where it's gonna be at yet?
Oh, so it is going to be under.
Give us a date, location.
Location. I got you. Here we go. So March 30th.
March 30th.
2025. Under the Water Street, under the Jefferson Bridge, at the end of Water Street. So what they call it Short Jefferson. It's right up under the bridge at the very back end of where City Market typically is. We're going to be under the bridge. Really dope. We got a Rated AG and Tidal Wave DJing.
Two of the GOATs.
So it's gonna be really nice. Really, really nice.
That's one of my favorite events just because I'm a fashion guy. And I like to put that stuff on, as y'all can see. And you know what I'm saying? So I'm able to get me a nice coat, throw me on some nice boots, and throw me some nice jeans on, have me a nice stogie, and indulge into all of the vendors that's there, whether they selling something, whether it be food or anything. It's always a good thing. And then everybody come out. It's lovely. Everybody got their shades on. We just outside. The definition of it. You know what I mean? Definitely.
And again, it's a different look. I think.
Pardon me.
We really gotta work on and focus on exposing our people to different things.
Yep. Different experiences.
Because I feel like we be so. A lot of times we're just trapped in a box.
Yep.
To where we think things have to be a certain way.
Yep.
Or because
stay conventional, be safe.
Yeah. Or because society don't say that's the what we're supposed to be doing, or this is not the look for
Right.
black people right now. No, every look is for us.
Us, boy.
You know what
Talk
I'm saying?
about it.
So
We are the originators. Mhm.
so that's where we are. Even speaking of that, backing up, we are doing a collaboration with the collective. You
Okay.
probably see a lot of
Shout out
collaborations
Clydell.
with the collective of Clydell because again, we're coming out of brick and mortar. So our thing is let's collaborate events with our black people
That's
who
genius.
have establishments, right?
That's genius.
What is the point in everybody having these
Yeah.
establishments and now we're pulling from each other because we have a smaller pool of people
Right.
who are like-minded
Yep.
as us when we're trying to get other people to become more like-minded.
And
So
look like us,
let's
too.
just collaborate and start building off of each other's
Yeah.
networks.
I think if everybody's really on that train, and I think 2025 could be a huge year for us. If we able to really, and when, not if, but when we all collaborate this year, it's gonna make a lot of noise. It's a lot of big stuff happening this year, and I'm blessed enough to be in the midst of it. Like have a hand, being asked to come and perform or being asked to come and host. So I know about a lot of things that's about to jump off. So speaking of, man, I got nominated for Rockford Art Council for Performer of the Year last year. So
That's what's up.
I gotta put in my application though.
Put your app in. I'm gonna call Mary and be like, "Hey, that Doc need that."
And I'm go see. That's why
I
I
got
love
you.
you.
That's
B.
what you do. That's
That's why I love
connections,
you,
right?
B. That's why I love you, B. But yeah, I gotta. I was so busy that I wasn't able to, say hit the deadline. So I hit them up respectfully and was like, "Yo, like, hey, listen, you got to this date. Send us all your content." So, and then it's like this stuff like this motivates me now. Is okay.
Who nominated you, Vic?
Huh?
Vic?
I don't know, man. I just got the email and everybody like, "Oh no, man, you just been working." I'm like, "Come on, man, don't gas me."
And the thing is, like, to be honest, like what it is because a lot of people have been working, right?
Yeah.
But you're working across all diasporas, right? I've seen you doing the European shows, the Hispanic shows,
Yep.
the Black shows. So you are very versatile. So
Yep.
hats off
Thank you, bro.
to you, and
Thank you.
I do admire how you do what you do.
It means the world.
Pause.
Thank you. It means the world, man. R.I.P. Dice. That's all I gotta say about that. R.I.P. Paradise.
So that's like your Dice was like your
I'm in the
model.
position. If Dice was still alive, he would be in my position right now. If Dice was still here, this is where he would be, where he's getting. I think he's won before. I can't remember, but just everything I'm doing, the moves I'm making, he would be hosting Cigars and Sundresses. He would, you know what I mean? He would be. So always
I can see that.
Always big his spirit up to make him chuckle. You know what I'm saying? Because he'd be like, "No, Doc, man, that's all you, man. No, man, you did this, bro. You did this. No, you that guy. But I always got to big up my big brother. I miss him a lot. Him a lot. I wish he was here.
One of a kind, different, man.
Yep.
Different.
Yep, definitely.
So speaking of, the stuff we just said, do you think, because we talked about, kind of collaborating, right?
Yeah.
I really wonder if that's, since we was talking about resolutions, if that's a resolution for the culture, for the people to, collaborate more and have less negative interaction with each other. I don't know if we really do that.
I don't think it's really on people's agenda I don't think it's a resolution for people, for black folks to collaborate. But what I will say is what a lot of times is it becomes a solution when we do collaborate. Because when we collaborate, it shuts a lot of things down, right? It really
so all the people in the middle can't say one
Think about it. Most beef or most, misunderstandings happen because the main two people that are the subjects of it don't speak, right? It's always the people it's always the riffraff. It's always the help.
Telephone game in the middle.
Yep. it get mixed up. You know how you play a game back in the day. You got 20 people that sit in a circle, and then you whisper something in the ear, and what the first person said got to make it back to the last person.
I ain't gonna lie. When we was in school, I always changed it up.
See,
because I wanted the person at the end to say something stupid, and then we could laugh at them.
Because you're a knucklehead.
Hey, but I knew what it was.
You're a knucklehead, bro. But yeah, I think it is a solution. And me, I think I take pride in being a pure example of that.
Right.
Right. I don't like. I mess with who I mess with, and I do it unapologetically. So, and I mean, don't get me wrong. I do have bias sometimes, or I do have loyalty to certain things, but people respect whatever move I'm going to make. Like, right. And I'm one of them rare people that people will allow to do that because they know it's strictly out of love. Doc don't care about no money. Doc a hustler. Doc gonna get what he gonna do what he gonna do his thing. He gonna take care of his business. But Doc just want everybody to be in living color, live in a harmony.
I want to see everybody win.
I want to see everybody win, and I want us all to win together because I really understand math, basic math. 1 + 1 is 2. 2 + 2 is 4, meaning the more, the merrier. You got, what I'm saying? By yourself, you can make 2 million, but if you work with this person or you work with other folks, you can make 20 million, right? Or by yourself, you able to have these resources, but if you connect with this person, you didn't even know that y'all got mutual people that y'all cool with, and if they saw y'all working together, them making the decision is better influence, right? So, okay, I got somebody that want to work with you, right? Right. And
you did, hey, shout out for the plug with, I'm gonna put it out there like Janelle Davis. Right?
Oh yeah, y'all got together.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out for that plug, because like one of the things we want to do, we are going to start a once a month meetup Mondays, right? Mm-hmm. So what we want to do is basically like a cross between a pop-up shop, but we want to bring in a couple people to help people really legitimize their business, but do it in our own cultural way. And wanted to get a good photographer there to help them advertise and build.
Yep. And
you linked in with Janelle Davis, and she wanted to link in and been trying to. Yep. So made that possible. And and again, it's going to be real dope. Like, you can come starting March 3rd, right? Come, it's no cost, right? So basically it's no cost. I'm gonna be honest, there's no cost. You come in and you register under the Urban Intellectuals 815 website. No cost. You good, right? That's going to take you 30 seconds. Now, if you don't, we're just going to tell you give us $5.
Yeah, okay.
Right? So
I've been looking at that fee, and I used to steal.
So look, so basically you do that. You come in. What we're looking at doing is single headshot.
Okay.
$25.
Okay.
Two poses.
Are you gonna have so that's what she's gonna be doing?
Yeah.
Now, like, as far as other vendors and things like
other vendors, whatever people,
business advisors, there's tax
people
there.
Yes, building all of that right now. You know what I'm saying? Getting some people there for marketing.
So we putting it out there.
Oh, we are looking for a female stylist. You know what I'm saying? We have a male stylist. You know what I'm saying? My young gun, styled by Kyler.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shout out Kai.
Yeah.
He's a clean guy.
Yeah.
He's a fresh guy.
So he's, he's launching his business brand this year. So nice. You can get some ideas, some input, get measured up.
Kai, man. Shout out, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Get measured up,
bro.
Yeah. But everything happened in time, I feel.
So I got 8 letters for you. MOBUDDA. That might be 7 because I call her a stutter. But Mo Butter, Amoria Lyons.
Okay.
That's who we need to reach out to for the female stylist. And listen, what y'all got to understand is how I move is I always make sure that I'm reaching for those who are building. It's a lot of y'all out there that got a good thing going. Y'all got y'all wheels turning, but it's a lot of other folks out here that need that right situation to help keep their wheels turning. So whenever I'm collaborating or whenever I'm, or I know people be feeling so, why ain't calling for this or why ain't woo? Because this person ain't in the position you in. You low key in a better
To
position.
me, to me, it's the paying it forward, right? Building a platform for somebody else,
right?
Because I believe in reciprocation. If I build a platform for somebody else, the next platform I need to be on, the universe is going to build that for me. Yeah,
so we got Kai as the male, and then we need to have Mo as the female stylist, and then we got Janelle for for the flicks.
Yeah. And then whatever else, you know what I'm saying, whatever else you're doing. Yeah. You know, Gabe gonna be there, he gonna be doing his thing.
Okay.
Okay. Look at you. You got it on now.
Not a chance. Not a chance. In hell. You know what I mean?
He said call him in 20 minutes.
After I get out of church.
But no, for real though, like we just really want to build that platform, right? So, and a lot of times I think I wonder how much of collaboration don't happen because of money, right?
Yeah.
So like, and I see it multiple ways. You know, there's like, hey, if I have something going and I'm bringing somebody to the table and I say, hey, this is what I can do for you for doing X, Y, and Z. To me, it's just a yeah or nay, right? You either gonna do it or you ain't. You know what I'm saying? Same way with me. If somebody had come to me and say, hey, I need you to do this, but this is what I can give you. It's just gonna be a yeah or nay. Right. I'm not gonna ask you, well, what are you getting?
Right. Yeah.
Or what is all of this costing you?
Yeah. And I think what it is too, that happens because people have been got so many times, right?
I can see that.
They've genuinely given all that they could give for something, and then the energy wasn't reciprocated. And then when it happened to you so many times, you're like, well, that same energy I put into this situation, I could have put in mine, right? So I get that. But I think when you already winning, when you already got motion, it don't really matter, right? Especially if like you said, it's a yay or nay. It's a yay if whatever's gonna come out of it, if it's gonna, at the end of the day, benefit me, right? And what I mean by benefit don't necessarily mean I made the most money from it, whatever, but I may have bumped into the right contact that I needed to bump into, or I might have just needed to be on that flyer with this person for them to understand, okay, this is somebody we can trust, or this is somebody that is credible, right? If this person's working with this person, it's birds of a feather. So if
hold on, I'm sorry. Hey, Aramis, I seen you just tapped in, right? So we talked a couple times, and me and you often talk about books, right? So let's really start this virtual book club through the website. Go to the website when you get a chance, urbanintellectuals815.com. Now it's a page on there where I'm asking what are you reading? Because me and you always had that conversation. When you see me, you ask me what have I read lately, and we talk about what we are currently reading or what we're looking at.
Right.
So I think we need to make that a norm in our community of like what are you reading?
Yeah. How are you feeding your brain?
Yeah.
Because we don't talk about that a lot. We don't talk about how you feeding your brain. We just talk about how you hustling or how you get money, whatever. But how you feeding your brain to be better, and we forget that's one of the most. That's like fundamental. That's one of the most. That's part of the foundation is continue to educate yourself. Because if you're not, if you're not continuing to learn, then you just say the day you stop learning is the day you die.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Like I got so many crazy ass ideas in my head. Right.
Yeah.
Like I want to do a paperback party. Like that shit sound hard.
You are crazy.
Paperback party. Really, what it is paperback. So
okay.
Basically, if you get a bunch of people that read, right? This shit finna sound stupid.
Okay,
but
no.
Right.
I see what you're
saying. So now,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? You bring a book or something that you read or interested. I ain't ask you to sit down and read it at that moment, but we're gonna have the vibes, you know what I'm saying, the music going, and you converse with other people based on like the different things you read, and then you see what people are reading.
It may be something that they read and that you're like, oh my God, I've been looking for that, or I've been needing to hear that.
Yeah.
Or I'm just curious about that, or I heard about it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Paperback party. Now, if I see one of y'all doing it, I'm coming at your head.
Yeah.
right? Because
I
I
know
just know how
Tony, you
people
know,
are.
Tony, he don't play.
I'm like Erica Badu. I'm sensitive about my shit.
Listen, every radio station in the United States does a summer jam, right? Every radio station. But when it comes to Tony events, you better not do it after him.
Well, I don't
He gonna
care.
lose
I
his
look.
mind.
If you away from me, go ahead. But if you down the street,
Mm,
you said every radio station, right?
not
So-
every radio. So you got West Coast, you got LA, you
Yeah,
got New York.
that's the difference. But you know, and I ain't trying to do this just me. I really want to collaborate this. That's why I even like when I seen Aramis LinkedIn, hey, let's get
This
4 or 5 people that's into this, and let's really make this happen.
And Aramis really like that. Aramis really,
He a reader,
he
bro.
a reader, man. He really, no, I don't think I got no more of his books. I think I gave all his books back. I need to come get that autobiography of Earl Simmons from you. I need to come get that from you. He said that book made him cry, man.
Yeah, I just gave him an extra today, man. I just gave Doc an extra. We're gonna work on building his library. I just gave him an extra today.
I got a few. I'm an autobiography guy. I like stories.
That's cool though.
I gotta get into
and I got that 6 months off for you too.
That 6 months off, and I see you got that 50th law.
Yeah.
You got a few. You got that autobiography of Malcolm X. They say that's important to have.
Got to have that.
They say that's important to have. And do you got the autobiography Frederick Douglass too?
Yeah, I got a couple of them.
Yeah, so I might need to mess with you. You got Che Guevara over there.
Come on, man.
You got some heavy stuff, baby.
You know, we got Behold the Pale White Horse, Black Panthers.
I got that.
You got that one?
I need to start. Yeah, I need to start. I got one book that I continue to read is the four promises. Talk about optimism and giving things a different view.
You need to get seven principles of highly effective people.
7 principles.
Matter of fact, I got 2 of those. I got you.
Okay,
I got you. I'm gonna give you that today.
So yeah, that's huge. That's huge, man. So I think that paperback gonna be big, yeah. And then having Aramis on it, throw him on a flyer, man.
But see, the crazy part, like the way I want to do it, and I'm gonna put my vision out there. So if y'all look, I got putting it out there so I can speak it to existence. What I want to do is I want to take over like a parking garage, like top floor of the parking garage. Have everybody pull up, park up in the top. You know what I'm saying? You pop out, got the DJ, got some food, whatever. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? We just
I can't read with Finesse 2 times in the background. Y'all gonna have to play Andre 3000 last.
But no. But it really ain't about really reading the book.
It's more so about
the conversation, socializing about what you're reading and why you're reading.
I might be able to pull up and kick my feet up and read, but I feel
you might be able to. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you can just sit back in your car. You might need to roll your window up a little bit, put your feet up, read a little bit.
I can't.
But it's just a different vibe. Yeah, certain stuff you can't listen to.
No, I need to put on something smooth for me. I need to be.
So we can make it be an R&B thing.
Not necessarily R&B.
What if we did instrumental?
Instrumental,
just straight instrumental, paperback party.
Instrumentals. A lot of the smooth records.
Yeah.
And a lot of times the DJs can make an instrument. They can just take the vocals out depending on the file, I think.
Yeah.
So I think that might be that might be a directive for the DJs, for AG and for Tidal, is we just doing straight instrumentals.
Bill Rose said the 4 agreements are amazing. One of his favorites.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep, I didn't read that 3 times. I didn't stole it from my brother, and they had it from my brother for 2 years. And then Bill Rose said one of my favorites is The Silence of Our Friends. It's a graphic novel, great for high school kids. Du Bois on Education for education people. Okay.
See see now, you know what I'm saying? Uncle Du Bois, you know what I'm saying? That's it. Like we talk about February being Black History Month, right? Like
yeah.
So at the school I'm at, they asked me because my classroom is straight black, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like everything up there on the wall. I'm just saying, like, just how the class is decorated, right?
The decor.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We got 5th grade. My kids, we call it 5th world. You know what I'm saying? We in 5th world.
Oh my soul.
So, you know what I'm saying? We different. But so when I talk to them about Black history, facts and stuff like that,
right.
I'm not talking about no Martin. I'm not talking about Rosa.
What you talking about?
I'm talking about any and everybody that they've never heard of. I don't want to give them
responsible for.
There we go. So right, I think we
not
should
just
be
the propaganda that the white agenda had pushed.
And even though this, because like a few days ago, like it irritated me, really irritated me. Like, you know what I'm saying, one of my kids was like, Malcolm X was violent.
It's the media.
Hold on, hey, we're done right now with science.
Whatever else we doing.
Put your books up. This is what we on. So yeah, you know, I had to go straight Uncle Mac. Let's find me something that showed you he was violent.
Yeah.
What does violent mean? Let's look that up in the definition dictionary first. Give me definition of violence.
Break it down.
What's types of violence? Then boom, boom. And this conversation ended up going on for like
they probably didn't
2 hours.
Leave the class. They didn't want to leave the classroom.
So like I'm really turning my kids into monsters, and I ain't saying that in a bad way.
No, I'm
like, saying that in a good way,
where they literally know who they is, and they can walk with their head high now because they got sense of no. That's why a lot of us is so led astray, or we walk around with our chin in our chest. We can't look people in the eye because we don't know who we are. So that's big, Tony, that you doing that, bro. That mean a lot, because when we was growing up, we didn't have them type of teachers in the school.
Correction. I had a couple.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Miss Sanders. I've been trying to find out if, you know what I'm saying, Miss Sanders is still on the earth, you know what I'm saying? Because I used to talk about Miss Sanders because she used to wear these sandals, and she was from the South. And her feet looked like she worked construction 16 hours and 20 minutes.
So her real
with no shoes or socks.
So Tony, her real last name wasn't Sanders?
Yes, it was Miss Sanders.
But she wore the sandals.
She wore the sandals. Her name is Miss Sanders. And I used to crack jokes on her. You know what I'm saying? But she'd get back down on everybody too.
Oh, yo, so she wasn't no punk.
She's nowhere near,
she
right?
Wasn't like she'd get right back at you. She'd snap back.
Yeah.
Nice.
And she was one of the ones she used to always, you know what I'm saying? It was what she say, when you figure out who you are, you thank me later. She was over our little Black Students Club and all that. But when you figure out who you are, you thank me later. And she was one that always used to push like who you are and how you hold your head up and represent and all that. But like down to earth, 100% real.
Yeah.
But I just think like we need more teachers like that. And our kids need to see more of our people than what we've been accustomed to. Right. Like even when they talk about Martin Luther King, they don't talk about Martin Luther King. That I believe, in my opinion, there's 3 sides to Martin Luther King, right? There was the side of Martin Luther King that was peaceful, you know, nonviolent, and here's what we get: like he was very docile. He allowed a lot of things to happen to him, right? But now, how we say Malcolm is violent compared to
he was more radical.
But really, was he? He just said, "You ain't finna put your damn hands on me. Put your hands on me, it's gonna be one."
And black people are supreme. That's all he said. And that's all his word was.
Yeah, understand who you are.
When you find out who you are, you'll thank me later. Yeah,
exactly.
And then, you know, Martin also played politics. You know what I'm saying? He played politics. And then he was a religious guy. You know.
Yeah,
he was religious, because wasn't he a minister too, or a pastor or something? Martin.
Yeah,
he was a pastor.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And no, you're absolutely right, Tiana. Our children need to hear the real history. Like I'd be excited for February, but also it's disheartening to me at the same time, right? Because we, like, if you think about it, even in schools, right? February, students had the most days off, right? A teacher only has to teach a unit of study about Black history, and the unit
a week.
It can be whatever the teacher wants. A unit can be one day,
one
right?
chapter,
and then they may talk about the same old who you heard. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna hear Martin Luther King. You're gonna hear John Lewis. You're gonna hear Barack Obama. And another thing, stop putting athletes in Black history. That's a sport.
Still history.
It is history, but it's a sport, right? So like really, what is the impact? Like now, if you're gonna talk to me about an athlete, talk to me about an athlete and what they did outside of sports to lift up and build the community.
Kareem.
You know what I'm saying? Different things like that. You know what I'm saying? But don't just, you know what I'm saying, they give me, oh, Michael Jordan, Carl Lewis, whatever.
Right. What were they? Did they really get what they say? I forget who said it, but we just recently lost him. But getting in good trouble.
Oh yeah, John Lewis.
John Lewis.
couple years ago, a few
Yep.
years ago.
Getting into good trouble. Yeah.
But
Or Muhammad.
yeah, we don't even talk about Ali that much, right?
No, we don't. Ali wasn't in the books like that, bro.
But
Especially
why
because-
wasn't he though?
because
Right? Because of his religion, right?
Yep.
Because of his religion and his resistance, right?
Yep.
We pick and choose which black people we set as role models, right? We don't talk about Stokely Carmichael. We don't talk about Leroy Jones, aka Amiri Baraka. You know what I'm saying? We don't talk about Uncle Du Bois, W.E.B. Du Bois. We really don't even talk that much about James Baldwin. It's so many people. We don't talk about Nikki Giovanni. Man, the list really goes on and on, right?
Right.
We talk about safe people,
Mm-hmm.
right? And most of those people that we talked about were of the Christian faith and belief.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So society in America is built on the fact that if a person wasn't Christian, a lot of times that person is wrong.
Yep.
But George Washington was a Christian and he had slaves.
Yep.
Talk to me.
Like other presidents.
Thomas Jefferson. Who you got?
Mm-hmm.
Where you want to go?
Yep. But yeah, man. New Year's resolutions.
I ain't got them. Let's get better.
Let's get better.
better.
One thing. Give me 3 things that you're getting better at.
3 things I'm getting better at.
1,
education. Fatherhood. And I should put that together. Like
family.
You know what I'm saying, family, fatherhood, that's marriage, husband, all that.
Yeah,
And family, education,
family,
and community collaboration.
Okay.
That's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like even like you see like the little scribbles, you know, me and my son done did on this wall and stuff behind you. Like it's just something, a little Basquiat envision thing. We got collaboration on the wall. Etymology. Etymology is understanding the definition of words and the breakdown. Like me and him was talking about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't just say stuff without knowing what it means.
Yeah. Trey he's gonna be a monster. Yeah. He's gonna be a beast, man.
And we're talking about being selfish, right? You gotta be selfish. Like here's the thing what people don't understand is selfish is self-preservation, right? But we only tell certain people to be selfish.
Right.
So you got to be selfish in order to help others. I can't help you if I ain't got nothing to give you. So let me be selfish to get what I need to get so that I can pass it on to whoever.
And I guess at that point, then all you can do is trust. That's when your word becomes your most valuable piece, right? In a situation like that, where, okay, you say that you're gonna go get yourself together. I have to trust your word that you're really doing that so you could come back and help me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so then that should be motivation for one to really be selfish and really handle what they're supposed to handle. So I like that one. That's heavy right there. That's heavy right there.
So same thing with you.
3, I would say family. I just try to be the best dad, man, brother, uncle, son, grandson I could be.
Look at you, Tyrese ass nigga.
Huh?
You about to start singing like Tyrese?
No, but I just shut up, man. But really like traveling, going to see family.
Okay.
Really being an example of, you know, because we all know in black families, when great grandma and great grandma passed, you know, things kind of fall apart.
True.
Right?
No more Sunday dinners.
No more Sunday dinners. You know, no more pressure to make phone calls. My grandma was the reason that I'm huge on birthdays. Like I got them in my phone to remind me a week before it's your birthday to call you on your birthday. Like my grandma would call me every day and say, you know, today is so-and-so birthday, call them. Well, what's their number, grandma? But little things like that. You don't got to spend no money, but little things like a phone call. And I feel like that's why I'm on a lot of favorite people. I'm on people favorites list because I'm the human piece for them. Right. So that's big for me with family. So family, I would say entrepreneurship, get better with it, really knowing what's out there, really knowing and being consistent and disciplined with it.
Gotcha.
And being more organized with it. So I would say family, business, and health.
Makes sense.
Eating better, being more consistent, disciplined with my eating habits, with my intake. You know what I mean? I'm the type where that lovely flour. I get a taste of that, and then I want to tear the whole damn kitchen down.
He
You
said
feel
that
me?
lovely flower.
I get that, and I want to tear the whole kitchen down. So really, be having discipline with that on a consistent basis, and making sure I'm in the gym, making sure. And if I'm not at the gym, then making sure that I'm doing something at home, and that's what I done got better on is my calisthenics at home, doing my push-ups, my sit-ups, my crunches, get on my jail workouts, like really, like my 6 inches and stuff like that. Get my core, get my stomach together, get my gut together. Really drinking tea rather.
Oh, so you trying to walk around cigars and sundress this year with your shirt open?
I'm trying to perform with no shirt this year.
Oh, okay. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. But speaking of birthdays, I do want to give a shout out to my grandmother, Weezy F. Baby. You know what I'm saying? It's her birthday today. Please
Happy
say the
birthday to
baby.
you.
You
My grandma's was just on Thursday.
Cool.
68.
Yeah.
68.
So
Granny VF. Shout out Granny VF, West Side
shout out to
legend.
Granny for sure. So again, yeah. Let's in my opinion, let's do away with the resolutions. Let's build off of what
Let's
we've
build on
done
what
better.
we've been already working on.
Yeah, and
I think
then
that's important,
begin
man.
to make the changes that we need to make
Yeah.
so that we can work together. And I would say, when February ends, don't stop learning
About
who you are. You know what I'm saying? Cause
and learn about who you are with an open heart. Just like you
Yeah.
have an open heart with music or art or urban culture, whatever. Have an open heart about who you are. Don't be afraid. Like, it's nothing to be afraid of to know who you is. I know a lot of the things we've been told. We live in a matrix. So whatever we've been told kind of takes away from, our origin, but it's okay. And ask questions. Reach out to those who you feel is educated and know about a lot of things. I'm blessed to have a brother like you, bro, because I know whatever I need out here, especially when it comes about knowing yourself and Black folks and things like that, you are well endowed. You are well connected, well respected across all people of color, especially Black folks, and you are an example of you yourself. You're a hub, right? You're a hub of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important that we focus on.
no, I appreciate that, but I can't take credit for all of that either because I have
Being humble.
connection. No, because I don't believe in being humble.
Yeah, you see how I'm
There
taking.
you go.
Yeah, you know how I'm picturing.
Y'all better look up the definition of humble etymology.
Yep.
Get it together.
Belittling yourself for others'
But
comfortability.
there you go. And I ain't doing that.
No.
But I gotta look at the people who helped me, like my grandma, the Gilberts,
Mhm.
people like that, some of my professors that have put me on to all kind of stuff,
Gotta big them up.
yeah, for sure.
You gotta
Because
show love.
they the ones that like pass this on, what I'm saying, to me.
Yeah.
Dr. Oladapo, you know what I'm saying? She's gonna say some crazy stuff that sparked my interest in looking at different things, different paths. Dr. Muhammad from UIC, Dr. Jabir and the list really goes on and on.
and
You
on.
know what I'm saying? Dr. Kevin Lyles, you know what I'm saying? I wonder if he's finished his book, like, you know what I'm saying? He had a book that he was doing 2 years ago that he'd been working on for 5 years. And his book is breaking down how laws and politics were only changed and created based off of the growths and workarounds that Black people have figured out since the conception of slavery. Right. So Dr. Lyles, dog. Kevin Lyles, complete dog.
Not the music industry, Kevin Lyles. This is another one.
No. UIC professor Kevin Lyles, Dr.
Look him
Kevin
up.
Lyles. You know what I'm saying? He's
LinkedIn, Facebook, everything. He everywhere.
lawyer.
Lawyer.
He's a certified lawyer. He teaches.
What do you do? Criminal or what?
Well, he teaches Black studies and politics.
Okay.
So he's also one of the professors for UIC law.
Oh, okay.
But on the Black study side, he teaches a Black political class.
Okay.
Like understanding how laws and policies were created to, you know what I'm saying,
Continue to
change.
make you
He break down and go all the way down to like Virginia slave code.
And we talking
all of
about history, which is to me the best data that you have, right?
Yes.
History is the best data that we have.
Yep.
So yeah. It's big, man. So no New Year's resolutions. Just get better at what you're doing right now and what you want to do. And stop letting the world and social media and everybody influence what you're trying to do. Stay focused on that. Don't waste your time and your energy on something new, something that you didn't complete before. Make sure you focus on that. And once you focus on that, then you gonna start feeling more accomplished because you like, man, I can't believe. One thing I got better with too now is whiteboard. I know my brother Eric Legend, he all like in his first condo he had like it was like a display, like almost like a portrait, but it was his whiteboard in his dining room. And he wrote down everything. And I literally would come to his house and see him striking shit off.
But
like,
you know that
over
comes
years,
from
he was, you know what I'm saying? So writing it down really sets it.
having it in front of you, visible.
What it does is it what it stamps it in the universe. When you actually write it down, it stamps it in the universe so the energy can come back to you. So
you see that one up there, organization game changer. So all of y'all that got organizations, my goal is to I'm finna really rearrange y'all organizations, right? But in a good way, right? I want to be a social disruptor. That's impactful.
Good trouble.
Yeah. So again, yeah, man, don't make them resolutions. Just work on what you did, continue to do those things, and also sometimes a goal or plan that we had, we may have been one person away. So maybe relook at and see who you had around you while you were trying to accomplish something.
Mm-hmm.
So again, first episode 2025.
Doc and the Professor.
We appreciate y'all. Yeah, we back, bro.
We
back.
Yes, sir.
February. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Love.
Next week. All right, we out.